So I have a deadline of about an hour to get a 2-page paper in. Haven't been able to get it done over the last week. It's a lot of, I don't know, activity, distractions at the place that I'm couch surfing at. So it's really not an ideal situation to get like homework done. So I'm here down to the wire trying to get it finished. Right now, me and my son, we're sharing a couch of a friend. He lays up one end, I lay down the other, and it's hard to get, decent sleep on a couch. I'm up almost like 6 feet, so it's like I have to position my body a certain way. It's time to get up for school. Come on. Night, I probably get 3 to 5 hours sleep. It's not easy. It's not free. I think people have the wrong, portrayal of it. You just show up and sleep on someone's couch. No, you're using their electricity, using their gas, using their water. So it's tough to be stable. At any given day or night or time, it could be your last, moment at the residence. It's like walking on eggshells. You never know, what, the person that you're living with is dealing with. It may not have anything to do with you, but in turn, you're there, so you're kind of taking some of that on. In my experience in the last year and a half with couch surfing, they say that that my house is your house, but in turn, it's really their house is actually their house and their rules. So it's just looking over your shoulder, making sure that you're not causing any, strife or, complicating whatever they have going on. Throughout the day, you're constantly thinking, is this gonna be my last night here? It's just not a stable situation. Right now, I am working towards a behavioral health degree. I am 5 classes shy of graduating from Community College of Philadelphia, and this will be my 2nd degree. My hope is to combine it with my previous degree, which is in art and design, and I want to develop a program where we engage at-risk youth in a way where they utilize multimedia to talk about the stories that, empower them, but also maybe to transcend some of the negativity and give voice to the things that they really care about. When I was accepted to Penn State University, I was in the Department of Human Services as a ward of the court. I was 17. I was in a facility called Southern Homes. My DHS worker, when it was time to go to class, they picked me up, drove me to Penn State, which is about 4 hours from Philly, and dropped me off with a trash bag. All the other children, they had their parents and, they were moving their stuff in their dorms. I just felt out of place. I didn't feel like I belonged there. When you come from, I guess, where I come from, and you have, like limited resources, whether it be, financial capital or social capital, it's tough. And I mean, like I said, I was a ward of the court from 11 to about 20 years old. So, the system was my parent, and I think they felt me. So, the reality of a community college student, being able to transition to a 4-year university, especially a university as notable and prestigious as NYU, is like next to impossible. Even if you have the grades, you have the portfolio, none of that matters when it comes time for the bill. Money talks, and unfortunately, college has become a business. So people like me often fall through the cracks. Being a homeless college student and how we get through, it's hard, it's difficult. I mean, not knowing where you're gonna be at from one day to the next. I guess you're just worrying about like what the effects are gonna be like in the future. So I think that's just like my number one, motivating force is just to, just march on. Some days, I can't eat the way that I want because I have to, really ration, the little resources that I have. Being homeless and still having to show up every day, show up for life, show up for your kids, show up for class is probably one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. I mean, it makes it hard to concentrate and focus. Sometimes you're worried about where you're gonna get your next meal. Is this the day that they're gonna say you have to leave? So it makes it extremely hard to be successful as a student. And then, I have a 3.7, so, I work extra hard to try to make up for it. I love learning. With the assistance of a book, you can travel, you can learn other cultures, you can go on adventures. I mean, learning has always been just something that I've held on to because no one can take it away from you. Once you've learned something, you have that information and you've been able to internalize what you learned, like it's special. Teaching my son the importance of an education on the world in which we live. I try to instill that in him every day that, your education will take you further than money, further than material possessions, further than friends, family, and once you have it, no one can take that away from you. If you're a homeless college student, I know it may be hard to speak up, but please, find a faculty member or professor that you trust and ask for help. There are plenty of organizations and resources out there that can assist you during your time of need. If it wasn't for the outpouring support from faculty members, I wouldn't have made it this far. There are more students out there facing hard times than you know, and they need your help. Professors, you need to look for the signs. Please be open to listening. Create a safe space for students to come and share their stories of homelessness. We need you.